What up, you should Timus here. Since this month I do my reviews for horror movies because of course it is, Halloween month. Here is my review for the 2002 horror film The Ring. Now, The Ring is of course based on a Japanese horror movie simply titled Ringo. I can never pronounce the Japanese version title. I think it was titled Ringo if I'm not mistaken. And it was also based on which I always keep forgetting this. I knew The Ring is actually based on a I always say that's The Ring was always based like on a Japanese film. I always keep forgetting it was based on like a novel. But anyway, now of course The Ring premiered all the way back in 2002. Now most people probably will more recognize this because of its Perry stint on in Scary Movie 3. I mean, come on, who remembers the scene where Queen Latifah punches the girl from the TV? Come on, who did not love that one? But anyway, now, of course, The Ring is pretty much about this evil videotape that will, of course, kill anyone who watches the 7 days here. And of course, you got Naomi Watts who plays this news reporter named Rachel Keller, who is skeptical of the story until four teenagers all die mysteriously, exact 1 week after watching the tape. And so she pretty much tries to track down the video and watches it. And so yeah, I mean, of course, she's trying to uncover this truth and all. Now, The Ring is actually directed by Gore Verbinski, who will also give us the first Pirates movie. He gave us a Lone Ranger movie, which was god, it was so terrible. He's gave us some hit and misses here, but obviously, to me, maybe his best work will always be The Ring. He got do some more ring based horror movies. I mean, of course, the last time he did a horror film was Care for Wellness and that movie stuff. But anyway, uh, now this is definitely a really creepy one. I mean, the characters of Samara. Oh man, one of the most terrifying on-screen kids you ever want to see. I mean, yeah, the role of Samara, played by Devay Chase. I mean, the makeup, by the way, is insane. That girl looks good, by the way. Now, but I mean, she was so creepy in this. I mean, when the way she like comes out of the TV, you used to give me nightmares. I'm like, oh man, that I probably don't even want to watch videotapes anymore after watch. I mean, obviously nowadays you can't really watch videotapes anymore because you don't sell them now. But anyway, of course, you also had Martin Henderson was also in this. He was of course pretty decent here. The one who plays like Naomi Watts, of course, the one that plays Naomi Watts' son, David Dorfman, he was really good. You also had Amber Tamils in this. You even had a very young Adam Brody, Polly Perrette before Criminal Minds fame. Jane Alexander was in this. Brian Cox. I mean, you had some decent supporting players as well. But man, Naomi Watts definitely really. I always thought she was so solid. Like her performance here was really cool. I mean, it's a shame she doesn't do much horror movies anymore because I know she was really terrific in this. Like her, face expression was really decent. Of course, her son ends up watching the videotape, so she has to do everything in her powers to pretty much keep her son from she has to do everything in her power to protect her son after he ended up watching it. Now this it is also composed by Hans Zimmer, believe it or not. Yes, the guy who that's right, the guy who composed Man of Steel and I believe The Dark Knight, if I'm not mistaken. He composed this horror movie Other Ray about an evil videotape. There's a little cool turnaround right there. But man, Gore Verbinski, I thought he did a really decent job directing this. It's a very watchable horror film. It's very intriguing. Great, has some really decent performance here. A very strong film and a really decent. It's definitely a decent horror movie worth checking out. Of course, they did do a sequel, which was The Ring 2, which actually is pretty terrible. But then they also gave us Rings, which I did not really mind as most people did, but it still wasn't so great. Nothing, obviously it's a bit hard to do another Ring now because it's no one really watches the videotapes anymore. So yeah, it's a little bit hard to really capitalize a new Ring movie. But yeah, the Ring. I mean, one of the most creepiest videotapes of all time. one of the creepiest on-screen childs of all time. I mean, Samara is like, oh boy. If you want to have some nightmares, go watch The Ring and see Samara coming at that TV. I mean, you're gonna want to turn your TV off for maybe a week if you watch us. But that aside, if you have not really seen The Ring, not really sure we can find it nowadays. Let's see. You could have. Let me see where you can find that. Not really on any major streaming sites, but you can find it on Fandango Now, Vudu, Prime Video, Apple TV. Give it a watch. You might enjoy it or you might not enjoy it. Anyway, let me leave you guys. Have you ever watched the 2002 film The Ring? And so, what's up? Were you a fan of it? Were you not a fan of it? Favorite moments, favorite scenes? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This is Himu